Okay, you join us today for another Live in Blackpool exclusive on the East Stand updates at Blackpool Football Club. Today's report for the 14th of June, or July rather, 2010. It's me, Taryn, with Chris. Hello there. Yeah, and we're going to bring you today's updates. It's the morning, it's probably just about 11 o'clock, and here we go. And to be honest, the report for today is that there is nothing going on as far as the East Stand is going. One thing we have noticed is that the only steel on site is that what was delivered either yesterday or the day before, but there is no more steel for the actual support of the stand. There is no steel on site. And we can report exclusively to Live in Blackpool that they are not expecting another steel delivery until tomorrow, meaning there will not be any more work done on putting up any more supports on the stand until tomorrow. That's what we've just got told. And that's what they're saying. If there is any more tonight, if there is a delivery tonight, that'll be new and a surprise to us, because we've just been told by one of the builders that there will not be any more steel for the stand supports until tomorrow, so there will be no work done on the stand as it is today. Your views on that, Chris?
I think it's quite a shock, really. The builders are raring to work, they're wanting to work, but the steel company has not delivered their goods, I'm afraid, and it's a major shock to me and the rest of the Blackpool fans.
I mean, it's a shame, isn't it, Chris, because the builders there, and at the moment they are basically just sat down with nothing to do. We can, hopefully you'll see on a picture on this audio you'll be watching and listening to, the crane has steel attached to it, but there's no work being done to put up, because, to be honest, it can't be put anywhere because the next support isn't up. The builders are sat down at the moment. It's the morning. They're basically on their lunch already, and it's 11 o'clock, and there's nothing being done.
Yeah, it's a major shock. They're having an early dinner break. There's a few people in the rafters doing a bit of the steel work on the rafters where it's been rusty, but apart from that, there's only about 3 people up there at the stage. The rest of them are having a tea break. No.
Exactly. We'll come on to that now. There is work being done. Oh, yes, well, there's a truck at the moment just leaving. The truck itself, though, is just taking away waste, mud waste, which we saw arrive on site probably about 15 minutes ago. As we were saying, they have started painting up at the rafters, the ceiling of the current stand. That's being done. The seats are covered still, from pictures which you saw from both Peters yesterday on the site. Over in the Jimmy Arfield stand that was completed a few months ago, they are doing work inside where they will be putting the rooms in the offices. So that's being done. No work really being done around the pitch area, which I suppose there won't be any work done because there's nothing much to do until, again, there's more delivery. Anything to report on the seats being replaced, Chris?
I think it'll be good. I heard yesterday from a gentleman who was walking around with his dog, if they rearranged the seats, they could get at least another 2,000 seats out of the stands.
Yeah, we did have that. That's another exclusive to Live in Blackpool yesterday, and it did come from a reliable source. It was that they are going to take out all the seating apart from the white seats, which I think had already been reported. We're 99% certain that is going to happen, and they're going to replace the seating. But if they do it in the new system that they're doing with the new manufacturers, they can fit at least another 1,000 seats into the current stand, and then of course the new seats will be put into the stand at the moment. So, any views to finish, Chris?
Yeah, I've just got another point. There's a rugby game coming on. I think it's the 19th of this month for 2 days.
17th, I think.
The 17th this month. I just think that the pitch, that's the Premier League style pitch, will get damaged. Beyond repair, I think. What's your views on this, Taryn? What do you think about it?
Well, yeah, this is something we were going to touch on yesterday and didn't quite manage to touch on. The pitch, as we all know, has been relayed, been resurfaced. It looks cracking. However, there are rugby posts up on the pitch ready for 2 consecutive rugby games played over 2 days, which is going to destroy the pitch. I mean, what do you think they should have done with that, Chris? What kept the because the pitch was pretty poor towards the end of the season. So, do you think they should have kept it poor, let the rugby play? I mean, would it have been fair for the rugby players to play on, which was let's be honest, a pretty poor pitch?
I think it would have been fair because this is a Premier League style pitch. It would have damaged it beyond recognition. I think it would have been fair not relaying it as it stands as turf and seeding as they've done now, and got turf for the Premiership style pitch and used the old style pitch for the rugby game. Yeah.
Well, it is looking cracking, like we said, the pitch, but as far as rugby players are going to be playing on it, obviously it's not going to get to the standard it was at the end of last season, but it's going to tear up the pitch pretty badly, I would say. So, as far as we're aware, that's all for today. Just to round things off, they believe they are not going to be doing anything on the stand, as in putting up more structure today. They're doing work on the Jimmy Arfield stand and the previous stands, painting, offices are being done and stuff, but as far as any stand updates come, don't expect any more major work to be done until tomorrow.
And that's where we'll be there.
Hopefully. Okay, so that's goodbye from me, Taron.
And that's good night from me, Chris.
Good night.